What's up, Slayers? Before beginning, here are the materials you need. We're about to build the Flip Slayer. Let's drop in.
Start with wood foundation number 6 and place pressure plates around it. Make sure the plates are at the exact same height. Place the first fender to hold the car body. At the end, we'll break it to release the vehicle. If you're new to building, practice these keybinds first. I'll only be using these commands.
As you can see, I'm using the pressure plates to align the fenders. Make sure to place yours exactly where I do. Even a tiny difference here can change the entire movement of the vehicle.
I noticed the fender position was wrong here. Look closely, even a tiny mistake here ruins the car's balance. It must be exact same position at the end.
Actually, I discovered this idea while working on my G-Kart project. I noticed the G-Kart had such a slim profile that with large wheels, the chassis sat perfectly in the center without touching the ground. The G-Kart's fenders weren't positioned for flipping yet, but it gave me this wild idea. I went back, reoriented the fenders on a new chassis, and tested it with just a seat, and that's when I saw it. Driving completely upside down was possible. I sidelined it as a secret project for a while, and if you watched my G-Kart video until the end, you'll remember I mentioned this was coming next. Now, the Flip Slayer is finally here. Trust me, I have plenty more ideas in the lab, so stay tuned and enjoy the ride.
Stay in this spot to place the parts easily. If it won't nudge into place, reset your position and try again. Look closely at the exact alignment of this fender. Start with the rear wheels using the large wheel. Check your wheel placement right here. Now for the front, use the large steerable wheels. Align the seat using the top of the wood foundation number 6. Use the seat's position to align the engine. Align the backlights with the fenders. Sometimes you just have to test the pieces to find the right angle. Once it looks right, nudge it into place. I'm placing them here because they'll act as anchors for our small balloons later. I used these 4 small balloons like a signal light. I also tried to conceal the other 4 small balloons as much as possible so they wouldn't alter the vehicle's appearance. Now for the small thrusters. These are crucial for maneuvering on Ninjago Island. Without them, handling is a nightmare. If you don't believe me, try driving without them first. You'll see what I mean. Place them exactly where I do. Here, I recorded a little bit slower to give you a space to check pieces and their positions. Next, we're using the first order bantha milk substitute. It looks funny maybe, but these pieces provide critical stability. They are heavy enough to balance the fenders and small enough to hide. If the car still feels unstable, add 1 more on top for each side. Trust me, since this car is so light, this weight is a must. Use the engine here to align the light. Do exactly what I do and nudge them into position. Stay still while doing this. It's tricky. If it doesn't snap, change your character's position and try again. When placing the Ninja Neon short light, stand diagonally and slightly above the snap point so you can see the connection markers clearly. These lights' connection parts are very dark, so it's easy to miss the alignment. If you haven't used these lights before, I suggest practicing on a random wall first.
I placed these small balloons a bit later to check the stability first, and then searched best locations to hide them. You can use the front light to align them and nudge under the headlights until they snap. For the rear, use the back lights to hide these balloons. It took me a few tries to get the placement perfect. Some of my earlier tests didn't work out. That's why you see different recordings. For example, the two small balloons placed on the front lights here are in the wrong positions. As you remember, we placed them next to the front wheels, so just ignore these for now. Like I said, the car is very light and the aerial handling is extremely sensitive. You should practice driving and flying before jumping into the action. I suggest getting used to how it reacts to your controls first.
Before you try it yourself, I compared the top speeds of one thruster versus two thrusters version. Check it out. There's almost no difference in speed. Because the car is so light, a second thruster actually ruins the stability and makes the vehicle fly uncontrollably over rocks or steep hills. That's why we stick with one thruster. I spent a lot of time testing this, so you don't have to waste yours. Look at how well this car takes turns. I don't think there's a better handling car out there. First, let's see it at low speed. Now, a bit faster. With a little practice, you can get even better results. What do you think? Now, let's look at its climbing ability. With more practice, this will be even smoother. These were just my first test runs. The Flip Slayer is officially ready for action. If you enjoyed this build and want to see more high-performance LEGO Fortnite vehicles, smash that subscribe button and join the crew. Your support helps me spend the long hours testing these physics so you can have the best builds in the game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. That helps a lot. There is one important thing to remember. Don't leave the vehicle while it's completely upside down. If the car is lying perfectly flat on its roof, the game won't let you back in the seat. You'll need to use extra balloons or other methods to flip it from the outside. Use the control button, that's the default PC command, or your balloons or drive against rocks, walls to flip it before you get out. Keep that in mind. Thanks for watching, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one.